Ever feel like the most important upgrade for your car is hiding in plain sight? It's not always under the hood. Sometimes it's literally where the rubber meets the road. Whether you're a weekend gearhead, an off-road adventurer, or just someone trying to make the daily commute a little safer, the choice between narrow and wide tires is one of those fundamental decisions. Get it wrong, and it can cost you in performance at the pump and even in safety. But get it right, that's where the magic happens. So today, we're cutting through the noise. We're breaking down the science, debunking the myths, and laying out the hard truths about narrow versus wide tires. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what's right for your ride. To really understand this debate, we have to start with a little bit of physics, specifically something called the contact patch. That's just a fancy term for the tiny portion of your tire actually gripping the pavement at any given moment. Now here, where people get tripped up. A lot of folks assume a wider tire automatically means a bigger footprint, but the truth is more interesting. For your specific car, with its specific weight and tire pressure, the total size of that contact patch stays roughly constant. What changes is the shape. A narrow tire gives you a long, slender patch. A wide tire gives you a short, stout one. That simple shift in shape, from a knife to a spatula, drives everything that comes next. So let's talk about wide tires first. They're the default for sports cars and performance icons, and there are some brilliant reasons why. On dry, smooth asphalt, that shorter, wider contact patch is a superstar at resisting lateral forces. What does that mean for you? More stability through corners, less flex in the sidewall, and the potential for higher cornering speeds. You'll often feel sharper acceleration and more confident braking on a perfect summer day. And let's be real, a set of wide, aggressive tires just looks mean. It screams performance. But that wide stance comes with trade-offs. On a wet road, that same footprint can act more like a water ski, gliding over the top of puddles instead of cutting through, which raises the risk of hydroplaning. You're also pushing against more rolling resistance, which, combined with the extra weight, means your engine works harder. The result? You'll likely see a dip in your fuel economy. And finally, wider tires are generally more expensive. They can transmit more road noise and harshness into the cabin, and they're a bit more vulnerable to damage from potholes and curbs. Now, don't make the mistake of overlooking narrow tires. In many real-world conditions, they're the unsung heroes. Remember that long, narrow contact patch? It concentrates pressure, allowing it to slice through water, slush, and snow to find the road underneath. Think of it like a knife cutting through butter, where a wider tire might just spread it around. This makes them a secret weapon for wet and winter driving. They're also champions of efficiency. With less rolling resistance, they help your car use less fuel, which is exactly why most economy cars roll off the lot with them. They tend to be lighter and less expensive, and that reduced weight can even contribute to a slightly smoother ride. In some specific off-road situations, like deep sand or mud, a narrower tire can even dig down to find solid ground underneath, where a wide one might just float and spin. The compromises: on a dry track, you'll have lower ultimate limits for cornering and braking. And during really spirited driving, some drivers notice a bit more sidewall flex, which can make the steering feel less razor-sharp and a little more, well, squirmy. All right, with all that in mind, let's bust some of the biggest myths out there. First, the idea that wider is always better for grip. That's just false. As we just saw, it completely depends on the surface. Wide excels in the dry, but narrow often has the upper hand in the wet and snow. Second, that you can just slap on the widest tires possible for the look. Here's your warning: going too wide for your specific wheel can lead to poor handling, uneven and rapid tire wear, and even a dangerous failure. You've got to stay within the manufacturer's recommended range for your wheel's width. And third, maybe the most important one, tire width isn't the only thing that matters. In fact, the rubber compound is arguably more critical for grip. A high-performance narrow summer tire will absolutely demolish a cheap, all-season wide tire on a dry road. So how do you make the right choice? It all boils down to matching the tire to your mission. It's not about good or bad, it's about what's right for your job. If you're a daily commuter focused on saving fuel and staying safe in all weather, sticking close to your car's original equipment size, or even going slightly narrower for winter is a smart move. Prioritize low rolling resistance and all-weather confidence. If you live for track days and perfect backroad bends, then wider, stickier performance tires are your best friend. Just make sure they're dedicated summer tires to match. For anyone facing snow and ice, the ultimate move is a dedicated narrow winter tire. The combination of a soft, cold-weather compound and that cutting-edge shape is a true game changer. And for the off-roaders, it gets nuanced. Wide tires can offer stability on rocks, but in deep mud or sand, a narrower one might be better at digging for traction. You really have to research your specific terrain. Here's the bottom line. Your car's original tire size was chosen by teams of engineers for a specific balance of performance, comfort, and safety. Choosing to go wider is a conscious decision to prioritize dry sportiness and style. Choosing to stay narrow or even go narrower for winter prioritizes wet weather safety, fuel efficiency, and often ride comfort. Before you make any change, just ask yourself two questions. What's my primary driving environment? And what's my true goal? Because the absolute best tire in the world isn't the widest or the narrowest. It's the one that's perfectly suited for the conditions you're actually facing. So what's your setup? I want to know, are you team wide or team narrow? Drop a comment below and tell me what you drive and what tires you've chosen and why. If this video helped you get a grip on the topic, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really supports the channel. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and as always, drive safe.